In other news this evening, Bahamas Power and Light execs are hoping to ensure the hot summer days do not turn into even hotter summer nights following a string of recent blackouts here in the capital. As Desmond Saunders tells us, executives are determined there are minimal hiccups.
Wicked weather to blame for the massive power cuts experienced over the weekend. Bahamas Power and Light CEO says BPL crews have been on the ground since Monday, restoring electricity to thousands of affected consumers.
We had a number of lightning strikes that pretty much were concentrated in the southwestern portion of New Providence. I think in total we had about 41 different areas that were impacted. But it was mainly the southwestern corridor. That would have been on Sunday afternoon, and just because of the nature of some of the damages experienced, some of the outages extended into Monday morning. Power is being restored to basically, I'd say, 99% of those areas. We have one area where we had some really extensive damages, and that's the West Ridge area.
Executive responsible for transmission and distribution, Sterling Moss, says BPL is doing all it can to prevent such occurrences, as it has no control over Mother Nature. Severe weather conditions over the weekend halting BPL's transmission and generation systems.
So when you have lightning weather impact situations, we have three modes of restoration. We restore with automatic systems that restore supplies automatically. Under lightning weather conditions, that is not always allowed, and so that would mean that crews have to travel to particular locations to restore supplies, and so those bulk areas are restored. However, during lightning strikes, there are areas where there are overhead fuses, and we saw during this storm impacts to lightning overhead systems that were destroyed. And so crews will have to go on those sites and restore power, and that would result in an extension of the outages.
BPL CEO says they have now heard the cries of consumers.
We have stepped up our maintenance programs. We are doing a lot of trend analysis. So in areas where we see that are prone to these type of strikes, we put in reclosers, we put in interrupters, things that would assist us in our restoration efforts and allow us to be able to expedite the restoration of services. What I can tell you is that we're doing all the maintenance, preventative maintenance that we can, all of the non-intrusive maintenance things like the thermographic imaging and pole top inspections and the like to try and ensure that our systems are as robust as possible.
Now, New Providence has historically been plagued with blackouts during the summer with increased demand for power by consumers. But BPL CEO maintains that his organization has its hands on the wheel to ensure a smooth summer period. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Desmond Saunders.
Carey's Fabric and Uniform Store is not just your leading uniform store. Carey's has a huge selection of beautiful beaded laces and embellished fabrics perfect for weddings, proms, and evening dresses. Also find stretch lamores, stretch taffetas, scubas, neoprenes, upholstery fabrics, men's suiting material, and a whole lot more. Find evening bags, gloves, and rhinestone jewelry. That's Carey's Fabric and Uniform Store on Mackey Street, a designer's paradise.